Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Today gonna be a nice debate. We got the lady Mortician on again. Not really a debate, but a great topic. But before we start this topic, let me go and do the intro like I usually do. Shout out to the LDBC, everybody in the LDBC. Shout out D Wood Nick. It's my boy, up and coming podcast from out of Columbus, Georgia. On that insane thing, man. Definitely go holler at D Wood Nick. That's two C's on that Nick. Shout out to my boy T Baby. That's TBAB, three odds. If you understand, you understand. Up and coming rapper about that insane thing. Shout out to the P Nice Show, the Viral Way Podcast, Avenue Rap TV, and the Insane Talk Podcast with Insane Talk, NFL, boxing, and more. I'm gonna throw it to Nick like I usually do, before I can do my setup and my cha cha. Nick, you got it.
Yo, what's the word? What's the word, man? Welcome to the Insane Talk podcast, man. What an insane talk, man. Tonight we're gonna give you the more part, the more. This topic was chose by the host for the most himself. I'm not African. I'm not African American. I'm black, and this title was brought upon a podcast he was in with some of the other homies, and you know he just wanted to touch bases on it because he got into it with an African dude, I guess. Boy, yo, man, I'm I'm, I think I'm Hispanic, but um, nah, I'm black, man. But when you put your interviews and do your application stuff, they ask you what you is, black, African American, and all that. They label it as one thing, but it's a totally different thing. But I'm had to let the host for the most get it set up go. So, I'm gonna let him go on and pop his questions off and everything like that. So I'm gonna turn it over to the guy with the most. And y'all don't forget we got our special guest in the building. She been ducked off for some time, but y'all, the lady Mortician is in the building. And y'all got any questions, anything, y'all tap in on the thing, man. And we'll gladly entertain y'all, man. But I'm gonna turn it over to the host to the most, man. I'm your business, doc.
Shout out to the lady Mortician too for being here. Definitely a staple in the insane community. Oh, insane. So when I get started, I'm gonna pass it straight to the lady Mortician after I come with this soliloquy real fast. So today I got a rude awakening from Black America. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we forgot, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our history, a lot of whatever, we were told a lot. You know what I'm saying? So my beliefs are my beliefs, and I believe that I was always here. I believe that in these lands belong to people that look like me. You know what I'm saying? In ancient books and all over the world, in the Americas, they were already people here. You know what I'm saying? Gave them names like Indians or whatever. But when you look on stone walls and things like that, you see people with the same skin tone as me. Though I believe Africa is the motherland or whatever, I do not believe I'm from Africa. I honestly believe I'm here. And when I write down my information, I'm American. Per se, if I go on to the Olympics, I'm known as the American, not the African American, but the American. I believe I have no um, African African DNA in me. Like I said, I believe I always been here. At first, Africa was called Ethiopia, but I believe that these Americas was always inhabited by people that looks like me. You know what I'm saying? And before I go even deeper and deeper to where I want to go, I'm gonna pass it over to the lady Mortician for she can elaborate more.
I do want you to go deeper, though. Go deeper before I cook.
Okay, so what I mean when I say I want to go deeper is a simple fact of this. Today, we was on my good friend's channel, BFTB, and I had said some things because me and the guy, we kind of, got a rivalry going on. So I said, uh, you dirty ass African, you motherfuckers don't use soap. Now go chase a monkey in the jungle. And people said that I was racist. And I'm like, well, I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying? I did say what I said, you know what I'm saying, to that brother, but that brother calls me a nigga and I feel disrespected because he's not American. You know what I'm saying? He's not American. So, but you not being American and knowing our customs, you calling me a nigga is like calling me a nigger. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't respect it at all. But to see the the Americans in there, oh, that he's talking about his own people and this and that. And it's like, no, they're not my people. When you trace my lineage back, it's gonna still be here in the Americas. It's gonna be in the Americas. So I have for me to sit back and just say, oh, Africa, Africa, Africa. No, I've been here before, and it's always going to be this way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy in the building. Shout out to the graveyard too, man. You know, shout out to my partner. But yeah, um, I just couldn't take the way you just seen those dudes in there. Oh, he's talking about his own people. How am I talking about my own people, bro? I'm African. I'm American. If I go to Africa, bro, I can't run for they presidential office. I can't do anything like of that sort. You get what I'm saying? I can't get into their Congress. I'm not going to talk about African politics. I'm American. They're going to let me know, hey, you're an American. Like I say, if this supposedly story was true about they were shipping blacks over to the Americas, bro, why those Africans didn't come back and get the blacks? Why y'all didn't come get us, bro? If this supposedly story was true, you get what I'm saying? So I don't believe it at all. I always believe that people that look like me been on this continent before. You know, I believe that we were the first people here, but I'm not gonna denigrate myself and say and give my land away by saying, oh, I'm African American. No, I'm American. My people been here. I've been here. So miss me with that African shit. Even on these podcasts that you go to, you have these I'm gonna call them immigrants, but you got these other blacks from the islands and from Africa. They talk Nigeria, like they talk bad about American blacks. You get what I'm saying? Like they talk so bad about us. They have genuinely no respect for us. So why, like y'all on our lands? If I was wrong, I'd call ICE on y'all just for the disrespect. I hope y'all got here the right way. But I'm gonna pass it back to the lady mortician because I'm not gonna keep elaborating. I'm gonna wait my turn. And lady mortician, go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so I don't think I get that mad when people say like African American or whatever. I classify as a Black American because I am Black and I am American. I wasn't born in Africa, so I do classify as that now. Some people, like yourself, y'all would get a little upset or a little irate about it, but it ain't that serious. Not to me, honestly. I mean, we can't, you know, vote in Africa or whatever, but it is what it is, right?
I don't know if the lady mortician fell off, but I'll definitely pick up where she left off at. Matter of fact, I'm going to hand it to D Wood Nick. D Wood Nick, could you elaborate on it on this conversation, please?
Yeah, I mean, she ain't fall out. She had spoken, said what she said, but I mean, I identify as black, but they wouldn't. The people in Africa wouldn't understand the thing that what I'm saying our ancestors went through to what I'm saying pave the way and everything like that. So, I mean, it's just it'd be just like us, like a white person calling us the N word. Then it'd be a whole problem. So we go over there to Africa, then they gonna look at us some type of way because they gonna say, yo, y'all a different type, what I'm saying, y'all ain't from here or whatever like that. So then we wouldn't be just sitting here screaming, shouting, saying that y'all this and that, what I'm saying? Like you said, yeah, you could be dirty and call ICE, what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people that ain't really probably got they green card to actually be over in, what I'm saying, the United States, what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just a real whole different ball game when it comes to that separate type of old black and then African American. Because on the application is I think it's like they give you the option to be like black or it says black or African American. So you know what I'm saying. Either way, you got to choose that whole box anyway.
Well, my thing about that box right there, we tend to fill out, you know what I'm saying? And it's very understandable. But I would, like I said, I would go to the Olympics. I would be known as the American. If I was to go into the army, I would be in the Army's war. Ain't no problem here, Brody. You know, it's all love, autism boy. It's all love, bro. You already know it. It's all love. You know, we graveyard partners. You know that. But you know, like I said, if I was to go to an army, I would go to the United States Army. I represent this flag, the red, white, and blue with the stripes and the banners. You get what I'm saying? I am an American, bro. I don't to hear other black people, and I don't even want to call them that, but let's just call them by like to hear a Nigerian person or African person or a person from Zimbabwe or a person from Jamaica come and disrespect me, disrespect my culture, and say disrespectful words to me, bro, is unapologetic. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you calling me a nigga, and bro, you didn't go through the struggle that we went through, bro. And then you got other people co-signing for you, acting like what you saying is right. So then I said another comment. I said, you can't stop me from saying what I want to say. And at this point, I'm mad. So I say, that's okay. I'm gonna donate $1,000 to my boy BFTB, and we gonna supply bars of soap and deodorant for you African motherfuckers because y'all don't use it over there. You get what I'm saying? Y'all land is taken over by foreigners, Chinese men, white men, and everything. Y'all supposed to be the most resourceful land, but yet you guys are running over here. You Nigerians are running over here. You do from Zimbabwe, y'all running over here. You get what I'm saying? Then you get over here and you act like you're better than somebody because okay, you bought a house. Okay, you got some money in the bank. Bro, we've been here. You're affording what you're affording, bro, because the things that me and my ancestors have been through and the things that we fought for in this country for equal rights. You're being afforded these rights because of us. So don't come over here and be disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? So the same way that the United States government are picking up these other foreigners, these Mexicans, these people from Honduras, these people from whatever, we need to start checking the African diaspora as well. We need to start pulling people that look like me over too. We need to see where you come from, because don't get it fucked up. They're over here for a reason. And a lot of them are bringing crime over here. There's a lot of Africans in jail. There's a lot of dudes from Nigeria in jail. Though some do good, some do bad. You know, you had this lady on a podcast telling if Black Americans want to go to war with them. Man, this is our country. This is our land. You're on foreign land talking about going to war with somebody. That makes zero fucking sense. You can't go to war on my land. What you need to do is take your money and your resources, and you need to take them back to where you're at. Where you come from. Why not get the money like the Mexicans and everybody else do and send it home? Go build a home in Nigeria. Go build a hospital in Nigeria. Go build schools in Nigeria. Go make the Congo better. Go make Africa better than like what it's supposed to be. You guys have the most resources ever, but yet you bring your ass over here and let the Chinaman run y'all out y'all fucking country. And the ones that are there, they're corrupt. Their whole platform is corrupt. Their whole electoral system is corrupt. Their presidents, their Democrats, Republicans, whatever, everything is corrupt because everybody wants to. This is what's the problem with Black people: the crab in a bucket mentality. You try to get to the top so much, then another Black person pull you down. This is what's going on in Africa. So I refuse to let one of you African motherfuckers come over here, disrespect me, call me a nigga, call me out my fucking name, call me bitches, hoes, or whatever you want to call me because you feel like calling me it, bro. Take your motherfucking ass back over there, bro, where the fuck you come from. And that's just fucking serious. You don't have a green card. You don't need to be in my country. You don't need to be in my country. D Wood Nick, man, I'm gonna pass it to you, bro.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier when you was talking about the flag, everybody got their own flag for they, you know what I'm saying, they whatever like this. So you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't they wouldn't do the same thing we'll do for the American flag. Because you know what I'm saying, they don't know the history behind it or anything like that. But they wouldn't do like the Mexicans and all that stuff, because the Mexicans get over here. They like the Arabians, they come over here. You see them, they get in gas stations and everything like that, and they do their thing, get their money and go about their business, just like the Mexicans. There's all them will pack up in one car, one house, and then they'll start building on. But you don't hear them coming over here and saying, "Oh, them niggas" or anything like that. They in their own lane. they do their own thing. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, I salute them because I done hung out with a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? They all they worry about is working, taking care of their family, getting drunk, and doing their thing. But you know, the Africans they couldn't.
Hold
Man,
on,
like you
Nick.
said,
Shout out to Mr. Shelton, LDBC or nothing. Shout out to the graveyard. Shout out Mr. Shelton, man. It's good that you're here, man. Appreciate you being here. My bad. Go ahead, Nick. Just had to shout out Mr. Shelton for a little bit.
oh yeah, shout out to everybody tapping in, man. Appreciate all the love tapping in. But like you said, man, you know, it's just they couldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't think they, like you said, they bringing all the crime and all this stuff over here. It's a lot of them in jail. They feel that they can come over here, but knowing they got a whole different record back over there in Africa from what they done did and all this, but they trying to come here to try to start a new clean slate. But they actually bringing more negativity into our part of the scene. So you're not, you really don't belong here.
That's definitely 100%. Like I say, an African never can come to my homeland, to my country, and disrespect me and feel like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they do bring crime. They do bring a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that we don't speak on because everybody is so pumped up about, yay, Trump, get the Mexicans. You got to get these other motherfuckers that look like me up out of here too, bro. Look at the Haitians in Miami. Look at the things that they done did. You get what I'm saying? Look at the Africans that done did the shit that they did in New York City. Like, bro, don't come over here and put your nose down at me and act like you're something that you're not, that you wasn't in your homeland, bro. Go build your homeland up. Stop being selfish and go back home and build your homeland up, bro. They're giving grants, they're giving everything out there. Bro, I'm a proud American. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm a proud American, bro. I will tell you fast. I'm American, homie. I'm American 1000% all the way around. Go back to my DNA. I'm American. When I go out of the country, bro, they're gonna say that's the American there. You get what I'm saying? My money is American money. I speak an English language from America, brother. Like we all had our traumas and things like that, but don't come over here or don't get your ass on Vladimir Putin's internet and disrespect Americans, bro. When your own situation, it ain't right, bro. And I don't want to be seem like I'm spazzing or anything like that, bro. Because I'm not trying to spaz. I'm just setting the precedence of the disrespect that I went through today, and then having my fellow people that said, "Oh, what's up, Insane Talk? What's up, Insane Talk?" But yet you let a foreigner disrespect me, bro. You timed me out on the channel, and for the fuck nigga that timed me out on that channel, you bitch made ass nigga, I wouldn't even say your name, pussy. But my nigga Champ Side, bro, did a 45-minute segment on you, bro. Completely letting you know you're clearly not in this league. My boy Blue Blood did the same thing, bro. You had nothing to say. All of a sudden now, bro, you want to try to come for me, bro, because your panties is in a bunch. Because you want to take up for somebody. Sit your weird ass down, bro. Because that's what's the problem with you dudes from Texas, bro. Y'all niggas is weirdos all the way around, bro. I'm not holding no punches. See, you can't mute me. I have my own channel, bro. This channel just got started, but I guarantee I'm gonna put the focus in on this channel and I'm gonna let this channel grow. I only been around for 6 months, bro. But you're not gonna silence me for saying what I want to say. You's a bitch made ass nigga, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I pray to God, nigga, hey, Nick, go ahead, bro.
I mean, I can't think of the name of this. I mean, I can't think of the person who made the song, but it was dude. He was like the dude that said it. He said, "I'm proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me." Yes, I can't. We used to listen to it in school, man. They used to play it always in school, but man, that's a real true song, man. Because it got more in America, man. Even though it's fucked up or whatever, it's a lot of freedom. You know what I'm saying? You got the freedom to speech, freedom of speech, and everything like that. So you know what I'm saying? It's just a different way over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they don't know the people that paved the way to answer. You know what I'm saying? The man who died to uh who gave that right to us and everything. You know what I'm saying? Even in America, so you can't even fix your mouth to even say man or try to mute somebody and try to take up for somebody on some stuff you don't even know no history behind. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't know who he was or whatever, but he cussed you out enough when he just said to you is everything in the book except for a child of God. But man, we don't usually. I tried to spare you on this conversation, my guy, whoever you is, because I told him, you know what I'm saying, this is our podcast where we do our thing and we politic, but when he wanted to go on about it, so we gonna go on about it, but you can't fix your mouth to even say anything like that. Like when people ask you, oh, you know what you is, I joke with him, man, I'm French, I'm whatever, but man, I know I'm black. I'm an American. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't no way around it. That's why I said, you know, the biggest thing everybody keep looking at, and I'ma constantly say it, is when you fill out application, they gonna try to label you as an African American because you're black. Either no, it's gonna be you're black or you're African American. Which one? Because in the box they got black or African American. So I'm gonna tell you up front, I'm black. I'm a black man in this world. And it's
You know,
already
Nick. You know, Nick, when it comes down to those things like that, and I always just put American, I write American on there and just circle American. You're not gonna, and I feel like when they put black or African American, bro, that's a way of them trying to talk you up out of your land, bro, and where you come from. People asking for reparations or anything. America's the land of the free, bro. If you can't get no money out here, bro, you can't get no money anywhere, bro. This is the easiest country to be at, but this is the country that we fought for. Even though us as black people, we're still suffering, bro. Here, we are still suffering, right? But the thing is this, bro. Don't bring your foreigner ass over here, adding to the problems that now it's the African is beefing with the American black now, bro. We don't got no time and no problems with y'all, fool. Go to your own country and do what the fuck y'all do, bro. Because if you're gonna come over here and disrespect it, and if a motherfucker bust your motherfucking head, then your head just fucking bust, bro. Stop coming over here, bro, disrespecting American people, bro. Because here we are Americans, bro. American people that was born in the United States of America, bro. We are American. I'm not shitting on Africa, bro. I'm just not from there, bro. So I can give a fuck about what an African is talking about. Go ahead, Nick. My bad, bro.
nah, you good, man. I mean, yeah, man, in America, man, we're gonna really duct tape and hog tie you, man. So you just let it stay where you at, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your own stuff in your own place, say your own whatever you got against whatever, whoever in your jurisdiction, you get it with them. Cause getting it with us, Americans ain't the place to be, man. Like I said, man, we got so much freedom that we try to keep our own peace down in our own territory, man. So, but nonsense, man. And then you went on and you bashing on the internet, man. I'm trying to get clout or whatever. You trying to make yourself look good or whatever, but it ain't gonna happen. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? You just really make yourself look bad for real. You know what I mean? It's a different
So my
bracket though.
okay. So my thing is this, right? So you get these dudes, right? And they have been on the internet for years, homie, right? And you know, a lot of these other dudes was like, bro, you sit on this shit all day. Follower, no man, my guy in the building. Follower, no man, how you doing, big bro? What's going on with you, man? What's going on? Follower, no man, my partner about the graveyard. But like I say, man, you got these guys that being on these other podcasts and they've been on YouTube for years and they spend their whole life dick riding other people, bro. They get a little bit of power, bro, and they try to stretch that power out as if they're somebody, bro. You're nobody outside of YouTube, homie, in the outside of the YouTube space, bro. Like if a person sees you outside of the YouTube face, you're gonna be this small. You're big behind the camera, but you're this small in real life. And just like I said, homie, just about the whole African thing, bro. I have no problem with saying I'm American, bro, at all, bro. Like 100%, I'm American all the way around, homie. But like I said, I would not let an African come disrespect me, bro. I'm gonna call you every fucking name in the fucking book because you guys are disrespectful. You guys go on podcasts and disrespect American blacks, bro, on some weirdo shit. This is what you guys do. So then when we fire back, we're the problem, and then you got bullshit ass Americans that ride with the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm defending myself against this fucking porch monkey, this fucking tree grabber, this fucking banana. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is this, man. If you are American black, bro, and your skin is like mine, bro, understand that you are American first. If you were born here, you are American. All that African shit, bro, my DNA don't go back there, bro. My DNA's been here the whole fucking time. Shout out to my motherfucking Loke, man, D-Man Jr., man. What's happening with it, cuz? What's the deal with my Loke? Yeah, you already know, follower shit. If you want to come on, my nigga, hold on, let me go and get this motherfucking thing real quick. This motherfucking thing right here, man. That's for anybody that want to get on, man, and drop some knowledge on these jewels, man, that we spit, man. I'm just saying I'm proud to be an American, homie. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no other fucking way around that. And I would not let no fucking foreigner disrespect me in no type of way. You get what I'm saying, Nick?
Yeah, I get it. I feel you, man. Shit. I mean, it's just, man, you know, like you said, man, they beef behind the internet, man. That what you call them internet gangsters, wannabes, or whatever you want to call them, man. But when they step up in face to face, then you know what I'm saying, they ain't really about what they talking about. Like I said, that's all they doing, man. Just clout trying to get clout or trying to look for somebody, man. For what? That gets you. It was a thing that went around and said, man, don't let Facebook or internet get you beat the fuck up for real in real life.
Man, on everything, but it's not even that. It's just that, bro, the things that we fought for over here, bro. Understand that y'all are getting the things granted to y'all guys that my people fought for. My people was lynched for. You got this shit going on. You can come over here and become a doctor and buy a house, things you couldn't do in your own fucking country because what my people went through, bro. What my folks went through, American black people been through, nigga. And for you to come disrespect somebody, bro, if a motherfucking another African call me a nigga, bro, I swear to God, that's like calling me a nigga, bro. It's the worst of the worst. Nigga, y'all didn't go through what we went through to call me a fucking nigga, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then y'all motherfuckers is disrespectful, bro. Like I said, y'all jump on podcasts, bro. Y'all jump on the radio, bro. And y'all talk shit about Americans that been here. Fuck y'all, bro. And fuck everybody that's behind y'all. Period fucking point blank, bro. Like I said, I'm American first. My DNA runs in this fucking land here. Take your goofy ass back to Africa with that goofy ass shit, homie. We don't want to deal with that shit, bro. And that's why I said what the fuck I said. You can go chase a fucking monkey in the jungle. You get what I'm saying? And to have a weird, man, go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, cuz. That shit pissing me off all over the float.
Hey, man, I tried to tell you this
Shout out
earlier,
to my boy
man.
follower and no man. Let my boy cook real fast, Nick.
Hey, what up, y'all? I'm just catching it a little late, so I'm gonna let y'all talk, and I'll tap in with y'all when y'all say so.
Yeah.
That I got some advice on.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all, everybody, man, y'all tapping in, man. We got the special guest, the follower. No, man. He been around with us ever since, man. We've been doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let him get some insight tonight and enlighten y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's just a big topic, man. It's what you consider, well, you know what I'm saying? It's that American, not African American, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically, we just trying to, let these people in Africa that, you know what I'm saying, we American, not African American, because we didn't come from y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't know the back history of what our ancestors went through to make things possible for us like that.
So my thing is this. If this story was true about all these fucking slave ships or whatever, bro, remember there was a language barrier, homie. And a white man is a white man. You're not gonna come to no lands, a big land like Africa, bro, and start kidnapping people, bro. Where's the defense? Where's all this shit that goes on at, right? And there's a language barrier for the motherfuckers that want to say, oh, we're captive, we were war slaves, and we were war crimes and shit like that, and they took like that. No, bro, we were already fucking here. And to say you're an African American, bro, that's giving away your land. That's giving away your birthright. Nigga, I was born here, bro. I was fucking born here, bro, and I refuse to use that term African American, which came up in the late 70s, early 80s, or should I say the early 60s, the late 60s into the early 70s. That was a
Hey,
term that was given to you.
let me interject on that. They recategorized us like so many times, man. It went from Negro, then it went from colored, then it went from African American, then it went from FBA. Like if you were born in America, you're an American. Putting the color on it don't mean anything. We know the people in Africa are our cousins, but the thing about I feel like certain nations or whatever you want to call them, people in Africa, they look at us as less than some of them do. And then I think they're hypocritical because, like, of course, every ethnic group's going to have some crimes. You can have some good apples and some bad apples. But to jump on the mayonnaise people bandwagon and to think that they're better than us, I don't get that because they're doing the same thing we're doing. Africa leads probably the world in scams. Like you'll scam your grandma, take their money, but then you want to come back and floss like you're rich and stuff. You know, you didn't get it the right way. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I just feel like it's certain people are lost. I got to where I don't take offense anymore to them calling us nigga. You know, they use it 24/7. When we say it, it's I feel like we is an understanding how we say it and how they say it. They just constantly using the word constantly. Like my brother David Chassain, I told him, I said, man, if I beat you in a debate, that's why I wanted to debate him so bad. I said, you're gonna have to quit saying that word because you say it too much, like too much. Then he said, if I beat you, you pay me $1,000. Man, I'm like, I ain't gonna pay you no $1,000 if you beat me. I just left it alone. But he had got good at not saying it for a minute, then he went back to saying it again.
If you can remember, I actually had a problem with that dude saying it. You get what I'm saying? And then to find out like he's from Africa, and this is who I'm talking about. This whole conversation is based around him and the shit that I seen today. You know, they let that man get away with disrespecting Americans and saying nigga and saying this and saying that, all type of bullshit. But as soon as I say some disrespectful shit, bro, it's a fucking problem. It shouldn't be a problem when I say something, bro. When you let this fucking immigrant, this fucking tree monkey, talk shit to me, or talk shit to us. We gotta be bitch ass niggas. We gotta be niggas. We gotta fuck us. Fuck. He beat our ass. He can do all this shit to us, and everybody cheer him on. Hee ha. Yeah, it's cool. But as soon as I say something, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I say something, it's a fucking problem. It should not be a problem, brother. Don't nobody, and you won't be disrespected.
I agree. I feel like that if he was over here in America, that whole attitude would change. It would change. He's over there where more people look like him than they do us. So of course he gonna be comfortable in saying, and he's thousands of miles away where he feel in the comfort of his own home. I don't be paying him no attention. I mean, I just get along with everybody, but I'm still watching it.
Right. And it's okay to get along with everybody, but I've been to Africa before, bro. And you can see the difference. You can tell the difference, bro. It's a big difference. Though we are cousins to those people, bro. Those are somewhat our people, but bro, we are American. But you can see the disdain on some of their faces. The ones that come over here, the disdains on the faces when you go over there. They think we're privileged. They think we're not like them. They think we're not of their DNA. They talk so much shit about American blacks. If you don't like us, stay the fuck away from us, bruh. If you don't like us, you get what I'm saying? Don't talk to us. Do like the Mexicans do. Come over here, bro. Build your own community and take your black ass over there. But no, you can't, because y'all don't have that. How can I say it? A follower. Y'all don't have that trauma bond like we all have. Like we know when blacks see blacks, and there's some whites over there, we ain't even got to say nothing. We already know the deal. But you get them motherfuckers will rather side with the white man over us. You calling me a nigger, bro, is like calling me a nigger. Straight the fuck up.
That's how I take it sometimes, man. But once you learn how to ignore it and keep your tempers down, because there are going to be certain situations where white men gonna call us the N word and we can't do nothing about it. So I just feel like shit. I'll just let it go. But like if I ever have a chance to take care of like certain situations like that in person, I'll do it. But it has to be worth it, because you got to think, at the end of the day, we all want to make it home. It don't make us a coward just because we basically gave them a pass. But there's a time to do things and a time not to do things. See, we're still working in America. I feel like we're working on ourselves as far as our getting on code, that what we call the woke. How they like, it's wordplay, basically how they use the word woke and how we use the word woke. It ain't the same. Woke is when you know who you are. It's like, I feel like it's when you wake up and you realize that there is a God, to me. And when you feel like that the shit that they used to get over you, they ain't doing no more. I feel like the people that are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, those are the ones who are actually waking up to a lot of it. And I feel like our youth, at the end of the day, man, they lost. They are lost. They have learned to accept just anything and stand for nothing. That's what I feel like, unless people like us teach them how, and half the shit's gonna go in one ear out the other, but you're gonna have a few that do pay attention and listen.
You're right. You're 100% correct. And this is why big homies are so needed. You know what I'm saying? In these neighborhoods, and fathers and grandfathers and uncles and brothers and cousins like that are so needed in our community. But let me ask you this though, follower, and I'm gonna ask Nick this the same thing as well. If a German man came over here, a Ukrainian man, all these European dudes come over here, Italians or whatever, how come those people get along with each other with no problem? Those a dude from Ireland, all them come out here, they gonna build together, their families gonna intermingle, they're gonna do the things that they need to do as white people, right? So if we are the same people with those people, why when they come over here, it's a motherfucking problem?
I feel if one of them, like you said, a Ukraine, a German, or anything like that came over here to the United States, then and they do their thing like the Mexicans, build their thing and do what they. That's because they probably already understand the word of, understand the thing of the bondage and what family and everything like that. But the people in Africa, they're looking at it just because they're trying to look at it as they're like we're beneath them, they're above us, and that they can just do and say what they want to, because we'll have to the answer to them, which is we're not answering to you. But they don't have that structure or that, what I'm saying, that bondness or anything like that. That's why they trying to all come over here and, what I'm saying, do their thing. They can't be like the Mexicans or something like that. Like you said, the Mexicans get over here, they get drunk. They are 7, 8, 9, 10 of them sham up in a 2-3 bedroom house. But everybody gonna get up and go and do what they got to do. Everybody gonna stand together. Everybody gonna do what they do. They stay to their own self.
You know what? When I was growing up in the 80s, man, the same thing that they're talking about now, how you need the family. We had that, man. But guess what happened? They start locking us up for anything and everything, because the system is made for them. It's not made for us. And anything that, like, say, if I get accused of the same thing that a white man get accused from, guess what? I'm probably going to get the book thrown at me compared to the shit that the same shit that they do. They probably won't even get any jail time. And that's been going on for centuries. That's why we need unity. We need leaders. Like, I feel like if you're making all this money off of us, off of any ethnic group, and you're black, the first thing you need to do is you don't have to give like real money. Just give back to your community, motivate your community, let them know that, they're going to be obstacles in your way. But if we get back to the basics of loving each other and quit worried about what the next man have, because it takes a village to raise people. Back in the day, shit, you could be my parents' friend or my grandma's friend. If you see me doing something bad, man, they chastise you. And I try to teach that to my kids. I don't care if y'all fuss at each other. I don't care if y'all pick on each other. Just don't, long as you don't put hands on each other. Like if I see you putting hands on your brother, or you see your sister putting hands, I'm gonna tear you up, or I'm gonna say something to you, because I'd rather that you learn to love from the inside, so that way you can learn to love when you go outside. It don't mean sit there and be a fool and accept anything, because at the end of the day, you know, you want to leave with your head held high, and and just know that you a child of God. You know, some people don't believe in it, but I feel like we haven't survived every and anything, foreign and domestic, and still be here. So I mean, we have a reason to be here. God's got a plan for us. I mean, I'm a Christian, but I ain't the best Christian, but I still try to implement that day to day in my life. You know, I don't know if I made sense or not, but that's just how I feel about all the situations. And I feel like that the shit that's going on now, they know they got all our men and our women in prison. So therefore, it's going to cause a stumbling block to where we can't reach half these people. Because I feel like if we did have our fathers in our lives, that a lot of stuff would change, a lot of job situations would change, and they should be thankful. When we found out our worth before they start sending us to prison, man, we said we ain't gonna be working $7 an hour and still making the same thing and can't make a way up. So the Spanish people started, of course, they're going to work for that and work for that, because hell, they ain't getting taxed on that. That's just basically most of the people that come here illegally.
And that's a 100% fact, and you made 1,000% true, brother. Sense, brother. And I totally understood, and I bet everybody else will understand too. But the problem is that I believe we have is once we get these people in positions of power, or per se a person that has money, they want to go buy Louis, they want to go buy Gucci, they want to be the flyest dude ever, because like I say, it's the crab in the bucket mentality where every black is trying to pull another black down, or who can shit on the black first. You got to remember, everybody's fighting for the bottom. You get what I'm saying? And when you're fighting for the bottom, we have no future. We have no future. That's why I say it starts in a household. The father needs to be there. The mother and the fathers have to have a camaraderie in raising their children. Another thing that's fucking up the society, and this is a good thing why I felt like voting for Trump was the right thing. Though a lot of things are going wrong, you see less of that gay shit. You see less of this transgender bullshit, and Trump got it back to the simple man and woman. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking grown ass man dressed up like a fucking lady going in a fucking bathroom with little girls, bro. If you do that and I see you, I'm beating the fuck out you. Period, point, motherfucking blank. We need to protect our children, protect our minds, and protect their fucking futures. And the thing is about protecting their futures is the things that they see and things that they consume. My son, I was talking to my son, you know what I'm saying? He's seen a gay dude, and I'm like, this punk ass motherfucker. And my son said, oh, he's just gay. Like it was just normal. Being gay is not normal. That's not a normal thing. I don't want that to be normal, though I don't want my sons to attack anything like that. But the eyes are the way to the mind. And they see these things. And if you repeatedly see some things, you keep seeing it, you keep seeing it, you keep seeing it, it becomes normal. I remember back in the 80s, bro, where it was shunned to be a homosexual, and it was never out the way it is now. Like we uncles and them used to pound on you, bring your punk ass here, ain't no fucking faggot shit over here. You get what I'm saying? Like we had more structure in the home, in the black home, shit, just in men in general. You get what I'm saying? So what we need to do is push this poison out of our communities. It starts at homes first, and it starts with camaraderie between brothers. You get what I'm saying? And it takes conversations like this and to be honest with the people and people around us, bro, to understand that, hey, we need each other. We need to teach our kids right. We need to tell our kids it's simple math. Man, woman makes child. Man makes shit. Woman makes nothing. But woman, and man, that's fun. But I'm going to pass it on to somebody else. I'm going to pass it on.
Man,
Hey, I got one thing. My bad, David. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
What I was going to say is, man, I feel like if you're religious, you know, I feel like we're in the last days, and I feel like the devil's working in overtime. Like if you're against something that's bad, you better behold, they're going to try to cancel you. They're going to try to cancel you for standing up for what's right. And they're pushing it. And have you not noticed that they have gotten away from the white man being gay to everything that's gay? They're trying to throw on the black man, and they want you on TV. They want you to be seen. And if they do have a
a white man that's gay, guess what his boyfriend's going to be? Is going to be a brown brother or something like that right there. So that's how they're pushing it. And if you're a man and you stand for it, you are the problem. You're the enemy of them because you're getting in the way of their money, you're getting in the way of their advertising, and you're getting in the way of them swaying people towards the darkness. That's the way I feel. Man, I mean, hate the sin but love the sinner, but keep that shit in the closet, man. If you can do it in the closet in the 80s, why can't you do it in like 2025? And let me tell you something. I was listening to this guy named Steve Darby. He was talking about there was this white man out of I think it's Washington D.C. or New York, where they wrote what do you call that when they catch these criminals and they find their page of all the stuff that they plan to do? What do they call that?
A manifesto.
Yeah, the manifesto, but they actually wrote this. If you look it up, it was in like 1987 or 1989. They wrote to our government in Washington, D.C. and told them that they're going to get our men and they're going to take away from the women. And the thing about it is these girls are wanting to be independent, but the first thing they'll do is they'll hang around a gay dude while the gay dude is sitting there learning all their moves, all their swag, and then we'll turn on them at the end of the day. And that's what we need to get away from. We need to get back to unity. I mean, whatever you do in your grown-up time behind closed doors, I mean, that's between you and God. But when you selling that stuff in front of these kids and them not knowing, and them, if they try that stuff, that mean you just made them a stumbling block. You just ruined their life when they see that stuff. And I try to tell my daughter that she's like your son. She don't think it's nothing really wrong with it. I'm trying to tell her that ain't nothing about that good. And these kids are lost. They don't understand. But hopefully before I leave this earth, I have all my kids knowing there ain't nothing cool about that shit. You can love them, but you ain't got to agree with their lifestyle. But just keep it away from you. Then if they do, like I don't even mind seeing them in church, because like in the non-denominational churches, you got a lot of them in the choir and they're leading the youth and stuff. So how can you lead when you still got stuff in your own life to work on? And it's a lot of that going around in Alabama. If you look at all these so-called mega churches and shit, man, they're pushing money and they're pushing just like fun. It ain't to the basics where you talk about teen sex in church no more. They don't talk about that. They talk about everything besides stuff that's going to help these kids out like they used to do us. It's a war on the youth, period, compared to what it used to. You used to have all kind of programs for these kids, man. We don't really have anything anymore unless you got money.
You know, that's 100% fact, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that you did chime in on, and I think that women need to get back to being women, especially when it comes down to Black women. Women need to be back. They need to get off this Instagram. They need to get off this net. The worst thing that happened to Black people was social media. You see what white people and these other people, when they get on social media, what they do, they build businesses, they build relationships, and they build bridges with each other. Black people just tear each other down. Take no jumper. You see Black people just destroying themselves, the WAP 100s and all these people around the world, they just destroy themselves for some type of clout. You get what I'm saying? Just to be noticed. What happened to just going to work hard for your family and doing the things you have to do? But getting back to the woman, our women need to get off social media showing their titties and their ass and their pussies, and they need to understand, I don't need to pay $100 for your nails. I don't need to pay $300 for your fucking hair. I don't need to pay you to date you. I don't need to pay you to be with you. That's trick mentality, and it's a way that the white man broke up the household. You get what I'm saying? Because you got all these bad bitches. They got low-income housings. They got projects. They got Section 8, which destroyed the Black family. Which destroyed the Black family. Now, look at the marriage statistic between Black people. Yes, we're getting married more now. We're getting married more now, right? But the statistic of divorce is climbing higher and higher and higher, because you get these women and they just do the wrong things. You know, bring me back Betty, Norma, Barbara, you know what I'm saying? You know, and names like that, a Granny, let Big Mama and them come back, you know what I'm saying, and teach these ladies how to be women. Now you a grandmother now at 36, 37 years old. You feel what I'm saying? You're not even done living your life now. Your child got a baby that you got to be fucking responsible for it too. So we need to be leaders as far as our people. We need to get back in tune with each other. We need to get back in tune with the earth, and we need to do better for our future, because if it keeps going like this, they will destroy us from the inside. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. I done, if the grandmas really came back, man, to try to teach some of these girls some things, man, they wouldn't stand a chance, man, because they wouldn't know how to adapt to the situations or try to survive. Everybody thinking that, oh, you out here flashing your titties and all this shit for money, man. That's material shit. Cause you can't take it with you when you're dead. Shit, you dead, you dead. And they gonna move
Facts.
on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? All that material shit, man. You wanna pop out and do all this and that, but you ain't got your home in order. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like follower no man said earlier, back in the days when we were coming up, shit, you do something wrong, oh, the neighbor down the street might beat you before your mom or your dad get to you. Then they gonna beat you. You know what I'm saying? Then you might go to your grandma. She might beat you because she'd have been got word of what going on. It was a it was a structure because everybody wanted to make sure you was good. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a whole different bracket and a whole different world, man. Whole different generation, man. Social media just really just took over since they came out with Facebook, Instagram, all that. It just took it to a whole nother different level. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's glued to this, and that. So you don't know nothing but social media. And the black and us as blacks, you know what I'm saying? They gonna turn it up because they don't want to see the next man, the next brother shine. They don't want to see the next brother succeed. They gonna down them or try to knock them off, kill them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Instead of coming together, oh man, oh you okay? You got it like that? Then put me on. You know what I'm saying? Show me the way so I can uh do that. You know what I'm saying? And put on for the next person, put on for the next person, but can't do it because oh he got more money than me. Oh, I'm gonna have to try to go on and hate on him or knock him off. You know what I'm saying? And whatever like that instead of coming together as a unity. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, and then they do it at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they do, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a hard solution. You know, we can try to pry together and do what we can do to try to put out the word that, you know what I'm saying, about the gay stuff. But man, Atlanta is the biggest place that all this gay shit is going down. They even got a gay pride, all that shit like that. Man, they done came out with the LGBTQ, whatever that shit is, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to get down with them like that, man. But what? I mean, they gonna keep doing what they doing. And like you said, the kids growing up, they see what they see is this what they adapt to. So they see two men
Facts.
together, they're gonna adapt to it in the home. They see two women together, they're gonna adapt to it in the home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's we can try to pay the way every time to keep going and going, but it ain't, man. These folks ain't gonna even do nothing because they so stuck on material shit. But when it comes time for you to lay across that table, let's see how much of this material shit you gonna take with
Sure.
you.
I think a problem in the black community too is that we don't have any privacy. Everything and anything is for sale. We'll sell each other out on social media. The first thing a lady would do when she get into it with her boyfriend or her husband, she'll go straight to social media for the pats on the back and the sympathy for the BS she's putting out. What happens in your household between y'all two should stay in the household, not to be for sale. That's for celebrities or anybody else. Show me a perfect man who don't fuck up. Show me a perfect woman who don't fuck up. But back in our days, hell, they kept that shit in the house. Shit, a day later or two, you see them back to normal. So the thing about it is now they're selling everything is for sale. Like if you look on social media right now, the big thing that's going around is everything that's bad that's going on in our lives, whether it be what do you call it, celebrities, or whether it be athletes, or whether it be just like content creators. All that everything they do is most to me is like bullshit, and that they're selling, that they're pushing out. Like that's why everybody don't pay us any attention when it comes to being serious. They don't pay. Only time they pay us attention if we're grouped up and you done fucked over some people. Now if they go out and hurt a kid or do some shit like that. They still talking about what such and such did at his party instead of paying attention to what's important, which is our kids. If you fuck with, we used to have a saying: if you fuck with one, you fuck with all. In our family, if you
Mhm.
fuck with one person, you fuck with all, and that's how we was. And then like, if you go get your ass kicked, cool, but don't let me catch you fighting anybody in your household, because guess what? You're gonna get an ass kicking, and your parents gonna walk you down there. Either you beat their ass, or you're gonna get another ass kicking. All that shit's dead now. These boys are sensitive. If we ever was to get in a war right now, we're fucked, because none of these kids have any understanding on how to survive unless they got that video game in their hand. Shit, I miss the days when I was outside in the summer drinking out the hose pipe, playing all day
Man,
long.
You ain't
Yeah,
man,
lying.
that's what.
man.
Hey, that's how I got tough, man. I'm playing with the big guys. Either I'm getting beat up, we're having mud battles from sticking rocks in them every now and then, pine cone battle. Man, those days are dead and gone compared to now. Now you got people that, if you're raised right, what we got left is we got to teach them, and half the stuff that we're teaching them, we're going strictly off memory, because the way our governments and way society is changing up shit to make shit okay. Ain't nothing okay about kids, like you said, seeing any of that shit that we ain't supposed to see. Because if we saw, like, when I was growing up, we couldn't watch sex scenes, or we had to cover our eyes while they're watching. The grown-ups watching you as they watch the sex scenes, we were protected. And now that somehow I feel like people with no morals, no kindness or anything, they're out to sell you out. And I got one more thing to say. We're talking about divorce. Listen, every time that anybody that's not a Black American needed something done, they've used us. Like back in the day, white women couldn't get a divorce. You know how she was able to get a divorce? She brought the Black women into it to help her out and gave her the rights to vote. So therefore, a Black woman can get divorced now, because back then they didn't get divorced. They stayed together forever, because shit, just because it's bad one day don't make it's gonna be bad the next. Now shit, they getting divorced and trying to take everything. You know how to break a Black man? Take his money, take his heart, take his kids. Then he gonna act out because he's emotional, they think. Then they're gonna stick his ass in prison. Then he's gonna be mad at the world in prison. Then give him more time. That's why you don't see Black men in the household. It's not that we put ourselves there in certain situations. It's because the Black woman helped put us in there. Because, like, say for instance, Nick or Insane, you get into it with your woman. First thing she gonna do is pick up that damn phone. Boom. Call the cops, screaming, crying in his face. If they don't beat your ass before they take you in, they got you on domestic violence, and that fucks your career up to try to get a job. And if you do, you're gonna be working for pennies. That's the problem. And the Black women need to wake up and realize this. You talking about you want to be independent. As soon as some shit go down, you want to bring a Black man in. Of course, uh, at certain points, we're gonna be sympathetic to y'all, but putting us in some bullshit, knowing good and well y'all don't have our back in return. That's why it's hard for a guy to find a good girl out here.
You know what? That's 100%, and I totally agree with you and Nick. But the thing we need to do is, as fathers, we need to be going and be honest with our children, bro. It's the same thing that the Irish has did, and it's the same thing that the white people did up in New York and these other places, bro. We need more senators. We need more senators. We need more state legislators. We need more police officers. We need more
Insane.
correctional officers. Yeah.
Insane. Let me break you off for a minute.
Go ahead.
I heard a guy say this. I can't bring his name up because we really don't fuck with his channel, but he did say this right here. What makes you think, like he said, what makes you think that the people that got the power are going to give you the power? What makes you think, like health insurance? What makes you think? Because if they give it to you, then what? See, they need that race. They need that hate. They need all that to exist. Because just think about it. Like, we walk a day in our day-to-day life, man, we ain't paying attention to nobody of any other race, man. We trying to live our life. And if they don't have that hate, they cease to exist. Period. That just brought back that memory to me. That's all I had to say on that. Man, on that concern.
You're right. So now we need to tell our kids to be police officers, to be more senators, to be these things. we need to we need to start putting life insurance on everybody in the house. Cousins and everybody need to have life insurance. I guarantee if we had that life insurance, the police would stop killing kids, stop killing people of color, because the insurance companies that have to keep paying out. You feel what I'm saying? And these white folks is about their money. You will not fuck with their money. We just need to do things like we need to do, and as far as having paperwork and businesses and things behind us. But once you have that law enforcement presence behind you, and it's 1 million blacks on the force, and like you just have blacks, black judges, black district attorneys, black black state senators, black mayors, black governors. You need these things, bro, for us to be self-sufficient. If we keep pushing that, if we continuously push that, then I think that will help the youth in so many ways. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody is fuck the police. Everybody is anti-government. Everybody is this and that, but not understanding that our vote is the one that put these people in there, in office. If we use our vote the way we're supposed to use our vote, then we can change a whole lot of things. You get what I'm saying? You got a lot of young dudes coming out of Harvard College, out of Yale. You got a lot of young people coming out of these prestige colleges, and they don't know where to go with their lives. But what we need to do is, with our children, and after them, we need to install to them, take these government positions, for we can take back the power. Your vote means everything. And that's what I'm going to teach my kids. I'm going to let y'all go and say y'all last things, and then we're going to get up out of here. Follow you go first.
All right. Well, like when I say, when you say about the cops and stuff, the only thing I disagree with about that, because we're all trying to learn from each other, is that, they said that black men would not make good cops because we don't think good, we don't see good. That's even in the military. We don't think good, we don't see good, and we're just not qualified. All right. But 2025 is showing that was a lie, because the main thing they do now is they hire these guys who already have problems with themselves, and they want to take on the opposite races, and they feel like it gives them some kind of god power to treat people any kind of way. You're safer with your own than you are with other people. I wish that they would come out with a way to let police their own. You know what? And maybe it might not work, but I feel like it could work. Or just hire people with morals, man. You getting a dude fresh out of the military, coming in gun ho, coming in. He might have some type of chip on his shoulder. He might have some kind of mind problem, and messing everything up. Then they say we're going to retrain. How you can't train common sense. You can't train human sympathies, human empathy for other people, man. And it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out, when you're trying to hire these people, who's good, who's bad, or what kind of teachers you want around your kids teaching you, your kids. You want good people, but man, this is 2025, man. Shit's just crazy.
You're right. With that, like when you say when we police ourselves, right? But this is what we are. This is where people get it fucked up. So say you have a small town like Montgomery. The people that's policing Montgomery should be from Montgomery, should be from the neighborhood, that knows everyone, that went to school with these people. Oh yeah, I know your dad. I know this. I know this. I know this person right here. The firefighters should be where you're from. You busting in these cops with no connections to the community, and that's what's fucking it up, because they don't give a fuck, and then they go to where they're from, or they go back to Mayberry and they act accordingly. But motherfucker, if you grew up here, you will understand everybody.
Facts.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, man, I really see y'all that summed it up about on there for real, man. But speaking just brief on that, we said the insurance and all, man, and dealing in the business, man, and seeing how the insurance people pay out, man. So, man, you can tell them to they goddamn orange purple face, man. They ain't gonna have no insurance, man. GoFundMe account, man. You know what your child, when it come time for that time to get ready to lay your child to rest, they're looking all sad and because you ain't got nothing going on in your home to keep them structured. Like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? The ended up. I remember the day, like he said, you go out there and fight, man. Look, you win, you lose, you get another match or whatever. But everybody became friends. Everybody became cool. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, y'all folk, man, don't let the internet, man, get y'all folk beat up for real, man. Y'all just tune in y'all station, man. Let y'all self be y'all self, man. Don't come fucking with nobody in no other jurisdiction, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But y'all make sure y'all tune into the podcast every other time we get on, man. We might even bring a different conversation tomorrow. Hopefully it be a peaceful conversation because y'all be hyping this y'all be putting out host for the most. Y'all be throwing him into World War I don't know, cause he be just ready to spaz on y'all folks, man. Y'all leave this man alone. Let this man politic in peace, man, so we have some peaceful shows. But when we
Facts.
got to bring these
Insane.
shows, when we got to bring these shows to y'all like this, man, y'all already know, man. We ain't finna cut you no slack, no bullshit, no nothing, man. So, man, with that being said, man, I'm gonna turn it over to the host of the most, man, and we gonna appreciate the follower, no man, for tuning in. Hopefully, he come back for some more shows, man. Shout out to the
Hey
lady
man.
mortician when she was on the show, but I guess her phone went nowhere out of where. But yeah, I'm finna turn it over to the host of the most, man, for the Insanes talk, man.
Follow. Go
Hey,
ahead. I know you
insane.
want to say something. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Follow.
before you go off, man, you remind me of myself, man, because but you're younger and you know a little bit more. I feel like you're passionate about whatever you do, man, and it shows in your debate. It shows in your conversations when you're talking to other people. They just don't know how to. I guess they don't know how to take you as much. But I see you in me, or I see myself in you. I'm trying to explain it right, but you're passionate. You compassionate about your people, and you're compassionate about the stuff that interests you, man. And that's why I love this channel right here because like we talk about the same things, or the stuff that you talk about is very interesting to me in my day to day life. And they say iron sharpens iron, and they say each one teach one. So I mean, I ain't too old to ever learn from anybody or anything. I mean, shit, I like to soak it all in. So I appreciate you for having me on, man. And
Much love.
salute,
Much.
Nick.
Thanks.
Always, bro.
In the chat and everybody in the chat, thank you, follower. No man, coming on. You're definitely welcome to the channel. Anytime you see us on, man, you're definitely welcome. You ain't even ask. I'm gonna just link the chat for you. Link the link for you. With that being said, man, thanks for everybody for being here, man. Thanks for following No Man for definitely coming, giving his insight. And giving us some of that good, intelligent game that we can all learn from. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to Nick, thanks to Lady Mortician, thanks to everybody that even just came through, you know what I'm saying, to give us a time of their day to just hear us talk, you know what I'm saying, about this realism. Off the back, let me just explain this to you. We're all Americans, the people that was born here. So don't let no type of foreigner come here and disrespect you on your homeland because they wouldn't let you do it in their homeland. You know what I'm saying? I understand that blacks need to stick together, and we do 100%. But understand, I'm an American first, then I'll be black later. And you would not disrespect me, nor America, nor anything that my forefathers fought for, because we fought to be here. We fought for everything that we had. We fought for this life that we got. So everything that you're being afforded to now, understand it came from the sweat, blood, and tears of us. So respect that and learn how to respect and learn how to watch your mouth. Besides that, we do need to get back to the foundational things, and we need to get back to how we were in the beginning when we all loved each other, when we all were as one. My people needs to grow together. We need to continuously push each other in the right direction. We need to give each other knowledge. We need to love one another, and we need to let all the bullshit go and the negativity go. And I'm just speaking for foundational black people that was born here. We have our own problems. So with that being said, thanks to everybody for being here. I'm going to do the outro, and I'm gonna do what I do, man. So shout out to the mighty LDBC. Special shout out to BFTV, Drew Titan 7A Sports TV. If you're looking for some unbiased boxing commentary, go to the LDBC. Shout out to my boy D Wood Nick. about the Columbus, Georgia, about the insane thing, man. That's D Wood Nick with 2 C's. Shout out to my boy T Baby TB 3 Eyes. If you understand, you understand. Shout out to the P Nice Show, the Devar Way Podcast, Avenue Rap TV, and the Insane Talk Podcast. Special shout out to Follower No Man. You was here with us where the Insanes talked. We talked NBA, NFL, boxing, and more. And today you got more. With that being said, we up out of here, and it's trays up till my days up.
Where's up?
Salute.
Appreciate you, follower.
Man, anytime. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.